Hey guys, what's up? CresentAce back with another due process video, but it's a little different today. I will be talking about the top 5 ways to improve due process for the future. Plus, one thing they're doing right now that is improving the game. Number 1, guys, is going to be maybe the most important on this list. No more ties. I don't know who made the decision at the development team. Now, this is coming from a person. I've seen the 2021 roadmap. I haven't read any, dev logs or dev blogs or anything like that. So I hope this is something they're going to address, or maybe something they've even talked about already. But this game is a competitive strategic shooter. When you guys have been playing sports or doing anything competitive in your life, do you think you would have been happy getting a tie? No, not really. Even in casual, ties feel awful. When you take 20 to 30 minutes of your time to get into a match and you end up with a tie, it just feels unrewarding. And especially for a game that all it has is its gameplay. It doesn't have a story mode, it doesn't have cosmetics, it doesn't have a leveling system. So the only point to play due process right now is for the competitive aspect. And a tie completely breaks the competitive nature of this game. Now, I was in a 50-minute ranked match, and literally, guys, my team won 7-5, but we were seconds away from tying at 6-6. Do you guys know how that would have felt? 50 minutes in a ranked match just to tie? Are you mad? This might literally be the biggest problem with the game, seeing as the whole point of the game is for competitiveness, and this completely kills the competitive nature of the game. So this is the first way due process can improve for the future. The second thing they can do is implement some type of leaning system. Now guys, of course, this will be probably a straight ripoff of Rainbow Six Siege, where you can go left right with your gun at pretty much any moment. You can peek like that, you can do many things, and it just adds another layer to gameplay. Or you can do it like some Call of Duty games do it, where you have to be on top of a box or at a door frame to hook onto the door frame and then use the door frame to kind of stabilize your aim. Now, I know this is a throwback and most people won't like this, but in Call of Duty Ghosts, they had a very nice kind of like a door frame mechanic that anytime you had a door frame, you're able to stick to it. Of course, it's a head glitch. Everybody's going to hate it. But again, you don't have to implement it like that. Implement it like Rainbow Six Siege. I know they just implemented Gunplay 2.0, and while the guns feel better and the shotgun spread is a lot more reliable, I still think gun-wise, this game can get a lot better in the future. Just based on, it's a very basic thing. You brace, you aim, or you can hip fire. I think leaning while aiming will add a little diversity to the gunplay in this game and just make it a little bit more fun. So that's the second thing they can do to improve. Now guys, the third thing I think they can do to improve is add limited attachments. So this would be when you're about to pick your weapon or anything of choice, there will be also limited attachments. So let's say for your defender rounds, you get 3 silencers, 3 flash hiders, and 3 muzzle brakes. Now this can equal a lot of things, because you can also have 4 grips or angle grips, anything really like that as an attachment. Let's just say you're a team of 5, and let's just say again that maybe one of your teammates is not the best player in the world. So that guy could play more utility. He can play more Molotovs, he can get more barbed wire, while the guy on your team that he has the aim, he has all the goods, you can hook him up with a DMR, with a flash hider, a foregrip, and you can let him go to town. It would just add a lot of diversity, because also as a defender or attacker, if you max out one of your weapons with 2-3 attachments and you lose that weapon and the other team gets it, you just gave them a really powerful weapons and you just gave them 3 free attachments. So this can work either way if they do implement attachments. I hope they implement it for both sides. Just don't give it to defenders or just don't give it to attackers. Let both sides have their unique, very unique, because attackers will have very classy suppressors, while I'm sure the defenders will have some Coca-Cola can with some styrofoam in it for a silencer. I think that's the third thing they can do to improve this game in the future. Now guys, the fourth thing they can do to improve kind of encompasses most of the throwable items in the game. Now flashes, guys. I don't know about you, but have you ever had it where they burst open the door and then you get flashed, it wears off. You get flashed again, it wears off after 5 seconds. You get flashed again, you get flashed again, you get flashed again, and then you're dead. Flashes just seem very cheap in this game because firstly, attackers do not get affected by them at all. I think that needs to be changed because it's a little unfair, and I know defenders have the Molotovs, so when they burst open the door or when they throw a flash, you can throw the Molotov at the door and then they can't come in and then you're good. The problem is usually defenders only have one cocktail. So if you're by yourself in a room, you throw a cocktail, okay, that stopped the first flash, but now you're going to get flashed a second, a third, a fourth time, and there's nothing you can do about it because they could throw the flash, walk in, not get affected by the flash, and you cannot even be looking at the flash and your whole screen turns white. So this is what they got to do. They have to make the flashes impair the attackers just a little bit. Give them a little shake just so that they're not complete aimbots when they walk into the room. Make it so that you can look away from the flashes. Okay, maybe your ears will ring. Maybe you can't hear enemies coming anymore. If you see a flash come and you turn around and it does not hit your eyes, it should not blind you. It's just common sense, really. If something goes off behind you, the flash is not going to make you go blind from it going off behind you. So they really need to rework the flashbangs, as I think that is the most overpowered item that people have. Now, a second thing they could do is redo barbed wire. Right now, all you can do is put it in a straight line, where yes, I guess that's fine, but a little thing they could do is also make you put it in a circle formation, so that maybe instead of guarding just one long doorway, you can fold it into like a circle and maybe cover more area in certain parts of the map. That one's a little more abstract, for as there might not be many situations. I just think the things that Due Process has over games like Siege is its ability to have all these different guns and just like not always be stuck like, oh, this operator has this gun and you can never use any other gun. Like in Due Process, you can just do whatever. You can customize however. So that's why I'm offering things like, let us choose how we want to put our barbed wire. Let us choose which attachments we want to wear. I think things like that would really help this game out in the future. Okay guys, now for the fifth one of the video, improve tutorial. Now guys, I know this might not be the biggest thing in the world, but they do need to improve their tutorial and their firing range. They need to add maybe a custom match mode where you can just go against 5 enemies and 4 teammates and you can just practice gameplay, practice where they're coming from, practice aim. Because right now they drop you in, they show you how to kick a door, they show you how to shoot open a door, they show you how to use a wall bang, and then voila, you're in the firing range and you're just shooting guns. The tutorial literally teaches you nothing about the game. So again, either add a custom game mode where you can just play with AIs and do some practice matches by yourself, or even do something again like Siege, situations. You're a one defender and you have to go into this area and you have to kill all 5 defenders and all that stuff. I think the game will really benefit from that, because when I first started in this game, I absolutely knew nothing and there was nothing to help me. And yes, if you go to the firing range, they do have some videos, but again, I should not really have to go into anything else besides the game. I shouldn't have to go online or anything to learn the game. The game should be able to teach me the basics, and if I want to go more advanced, then I can watch a pro gamer or whatever doing the game. But the game, at the very least, should tell me the basics, which this game just does not do. Now guys, I have a little bonus 6 one because I'm not sure if it would already work, but it's something they can do. What they could do is they can try to have a free weekend, because another problem with this game is lack of players. Now, I'm sure some people think it's cool, but I've played around 100 matches, and I say around 5 to 10 of them, I've been facing or have had on my team top 20 players in the world. Now, as that is fun sometimes, it's not fair because the player base is so low that I'm having to play against people that are the best in the world at the game. And that's just not fair for a guy like me that just plays the game on and off casually. And they need to increase the player base get some fresh blood into the game, because the community is not toxic. Whoever plays the game are actually really nice people, but you just need to get that injection. So maybe a free weekend with maybe a $10 discount, just to liven up the experience a little better and really get this game kicking off, because I'm afraid it might die if it keeps at this player base, and I just want it to grow in players, and I want this game to really flourish in the future. Now guys, for the little bonus at the end of the video, it's gonna be short and sweet. I think they're doing the roadmap right, because there's a lot of games like Anthem and stuff in the past that have done a roadmap, and then 2 or 3 months later they say, hey guys, the thing we told you that was going to come out in February, it's not going to come out in February, it's actually going to come out in June. Well, great, so now I have to wait 4 months. Just like Cyberpunk, they had a roadmap of what was going to come out, but the game came out so broken that now for 5 or 6 months, maybe even 8 months, they're going to be fixing the game and then work on DC. So they completely lied to their customers. Due Process, the first thing they said, new map preset, kill dome, and gunplay 2.0. And what did they do at the beginning of the year? New map preset, kill dome, and gunplay 2.0. They came out when they said they were going to come out with it, and it works. So if they keep to the roadmap, adding new items and stuff like they said they were going to do, I think that would be great for the game. I just hope they're able to keep to that roadmap. Okay guys, that's the end of this video of Due Process. If you guys agree or disagree, please leave the discussion down in the comments. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to the video for more things like this in the future, guys. Please, guys, let me know if you enjoy it, because these videos do take a little extra work than just getting some good gameplays. So I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.